Hi, this is Doug Reagan from Prodigal.org. This blog post will be about the Speed Bump Girl, which is this painting that has been made outside the elementary school in West Vancouver, Canada, of a young girl running across the road chasing a pink rubber ball. The uniqueness of this painting is that it's supposed to be 3D, and there's been a huge controversy online internationally on, well, first it was in the local papers here in Vancouver, and then it took off to ABC and CNN and such, where people were wondering whether this distraction would actually make people drive into the ditch, or whether it would be effective at all. So what I've done is I've gone out and tested this to see if the Speed Bump Girl is actually effective, if it actually is a 3D effect which jumps out at you. This is the last day of the testing, September 12th, 2010, and so I figured this was a good time to go out and see what's going on. So, on with the show. Okay, we're on our way. This is 22nd Street, the school that the Speed Bump Girl is on. We are going to turn right here, and we're going to cruise by the school. So we're just kind of doing a slow right-hand turn here. You can see in the distance the back to school sign. We're coming up on the École Pauline Johnson elementary school, which the Speed Bump Girl was in front of. As you can see, it's a pretty straight road. There's an interesting little sign here we can just kind of zoom in on really quickly that says, "You're probably not expecting a child to run into traffic." Well, we are expecting a child to run into traffic, so that's life. As you can see on the right as we drive by, you'll see the fields, a lot of the kids playing soccer, and if we get to school, another sign telling us that we're not expecting kids in traffic. And here we are coming up to, rather quickly, the Speed Bump Girl. We also have women and children standing in front of us, but nonetheless, and Speed Bump Girl is down on the ground here. And here we go. Here she is coming up, pushing a little purple ball, or pink ball. And that was it. I know, fairly dramatic. From my experience, what I've seen, and having passed by this place a few times, that there's nothing really dramatic going on. The Speed Bump Girl doesn't, the 3D effect is pretty minimal, as far as I can tell. Hi, so that was the Speed Bump Girl. Not as dramatic as I think I was expecting. The 3D effect is really not 3D, it's not 2D, it's just pretty 1D. And I don't think anyone's going to be seeing that and driving into any ditches anytime soon. So, as much as it's a great idea and made for great press internationally, I don't really think that this is a really effective way of slowing people down, other than for the next little while it's got all this media. So, that will be Doug Reagan signing off, Prodigal.org. Thank you.